That might be why it hurts so much, because I got a bruise there. Why would explain it than just me being wimpy? Hey guys. Can't move my head too much now, apparently. Need to fix my wig. Hey, I first started YouTube, first started TikTok because I wanted to do special effects makeup. But alas, that wasn't the case. I'm more got into this kind of makeup. I own special effects makeup stuff. So, let's delve into that, shall we? Let's give ourselves a Chelsea smile. A little while ago, I did a Chelsea smile for this TikTok.
Run. What's that sound? I thought someone's there, hiding in the shadows, thinking I was unaware. Well,
which, as you can see, went very well. But I should probably turn my hair up. Need a container thingy for latex. Need latex. Something to apply onto your face. I'm going to be using one of these sponges. I did pick one out and I put it somewhere and I can't find it now. Oh well, I'll find it at some point. Just like so. And I'm going to put a lid on because I know how clumsy I am, and if I don't, there will be latex everywhere. But you just want to put down here in this kind of motion, and once you put down a layer, you'll then want to take a sheet of toilet roll, put it on, and then slowly and slightly tear away from the edges. I'd recommend starting in a small surface. Purely, I feel like I should zoom in, but I don't know how to zoom in on my phone, so we're just gonna bring you closer to me if there wasn't loads of stuff in the way. Hi there. Now you're wonky. How do I fix that? Perfect. Then add more latex on top, like so, and try and blend the edges out whilst doing it. You'll want more latex than you may think, just so that it completely coats it. And then once you've done that, you'll then want to get more tissue paper, put it directly on top, and then again tear it away, and then do it probably. I'm gonna do it one more time, but you can do it probably a couple more times just to get it built up. And put it on like so, and then once again just tear away around the edges. This is really difficult to do because I'm doing it in the camera rather than in a mirror, so I apologise. That's definitely going to be my excuse for if this turns out to be quite bad. One more layer of latex. Make sure your wig doesn't get in the latex. This is the bit that you'll already need more latex than you think, just to make sure that it's all definitely engulfed. Engulfed? That's definitely not the correct term, but alas, it is a term that we are using. As you can see, I have not covered it fully. I'm then going to do the other side whilst this side is drying. I don't quite know how I messed this up so much. Once you've then got this far, you then need to wait for it to dry. I made this one a bit bigger than I meant to, but that doesn't particularly matter. Now it's just a waiting process. Okay. Note to everyone, whilst waiting for it to dry, don't watch sad programs. You end up crying and then fearing that you're gonna accidentally wash away all your makeup. I think I had to roll the tissues near me. Fine, definitely doing this to make it dry. Definitely no other reason. Where it doesn't quite match my skin, I'm going to go over it with my foundation, but only a little bit, just to make it blend in a bit more, but I'm not going to do it too much, just because I will be going over it with different colours anyway. But it's just more for the edges. And then it will oxidise and hopefully blend in with the rest of my skin. I'm going to go around the other side. Why? Why has this happened? You have one job. Hide the fact that you've just been crying from a program. And get powder and a brush and just powder your face to get rid of some of the shine. Once you've done this, you'll then wish that you didn't wear black. Perfect, no one will notice. You'll want to really carefully start to cut and pull up as you're cutting along the edges. I'm actually going to get a mirror for this just because I am accident prone. Like that. See? And I want to do the exact same thing on the other side. I'd suggest doing it in small cuts, because if you do big cuts and you accidentally slip up, then it might go bad, but if you do smaller cuts you're less likely to injure yourself. Once you've gotten this far, you'll then want to fill in these bits with red face paint. You can use any kind of red paint for this. For the sake of the fact that all of my brushes are currently dirty, I will not be using a brush. I will be using a red makeup pen. And then just fill in the hole. Is what she said. It doesn't particularly have to be neat, just because if it does go on the outside, you're going to be colouring that in anyway, so it doesn't particularly matter. This piece of hair is irritating me. You know what? Goodbye. Once you've gotten this far, you filled in those with red, you will then want to get, I'm using sponges and then water activated paints, but if you know how to bruise, or if you have a specific way of making fake bruises, then do that. But this is how I do it, and this is how I'm learning to do it, because I'm still not great at fake bruises. Mixture of brown, red, stay on my head, purple and blue are the ones that I'm going to be using. I'm literally just going to hope for the best and put it as an amalgamation on my face, to be completely honest with you. For almost a broken texture effect, I have these tiny sponges, which are basically just big sponges that I cut up into sections, and I just want to pick holes in them so that they look like this at the end. And then yeah, I'm just going to go in with the mixture of the browns and stuff. The browns, orange, no, there's no orange. Just going to go in with a mixture of the browns, blues, reds, purples, and just put it on the edges here. Just lightly tapping. Be slightly more stingy with some of the colours. So for instance, I'm not going as intensely with this blue. I'm going a bit further out with the red because it could be seen as almost like splatter of blood. Once I've done this, and I'm going to go back in with the brown because I think that's a primary bruising colour. I'm going in with a wet sponge and just dabbing it to try and break up some of the colour because it's quite intense colour at the moment, and bruises don't look like this, they look more under the skin. So we're going in with a wet, again, broken up sponge at the base to give it more of broken, like under the skin kind of look. It would help if you know this actually showed up better. Oh, you can kind of see what I mean. And going to go back in with, again, another broken sponge, just my foundation colour, and then just gonna around the outsides because bruises don't bruise as much. I mean, admittedly, I'm not sure how much a bruise would bruise after you know you did this. Then just tap 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 tap. I'm now going to get two kinds of blood. I'm going to get just normal Halloween fake blood, and then I'm going to get some fresh scab, sorry. We're gonna put this in to these first, because then in theory it will give us more of a dribbly effect. And don't worry about getting it on the outside, because obviously, yeah, then drag it up into, if it didn't go quite into any of the corners, that little flap would definitely have blood on it. This was an accident, but a happy accident. So we're okay. We can now delve into this blood. Jam it on in the, no, get in the hole. Get in. I look so cool. Okay, no, I'm professional. What do you mean? I'm professional at this. If you want to see how this look is done, the eye makeup, then I'm not the person, because this took me forever and I'm never going to be able to recreate it, I don't think. So yeah, I'm gonna take pictures of my face now whilst it looks like this. Bye! I just said goodbye. I literally do want like two things, and that is say, hey guys, like this, and I say bye and then cover the camera, and I didn't cover the camera. Bye! Oh, we are fine. We have our whatever it's called back. I don't know what it's called. None of you know what I mean, but I don't care. Please stay on my head.